Hello, what's up everybody? My name is Samora Maina. I'm a registered dietitian and I help people positively shift their relationship with food and their bodies. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking. Please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. So in our today's video, I'm going to be talking about the comments that people make when they find out you are a dietitian. Okay, because sometimes you walk in a room and you introduce yourself. When people find out you're a dietitian, they start asking you questions, they start making comments here and there. Some of them are pleasing, some of them are just meant to test you, to see what you can say, to see what you can do about certain things, because you find that there is a lot of nutrition information out there, and sometimes they can be controversial, sometimes they can be misleading. Yes, we understand where you come from, and it's not like we get annoyed. Personally, I don't usually get annoyed because and it's not like I'm not proud to be a dietitian. I am a very proud dietitian. I am a lecturer. I am an educator of nutrition. I do a lot of sports nutrition. I do a lot of clinical nutrition. So I get where you're coming from sometimes. So and one thing you need to understand is a dietitian is not a food police. We are not here to always monitor what it is you're eating. Yeah, and another important thing you need to know is we don't give personally, I don't give unsolicited advice. So I will not come at you and tell you this is right or wrong if you've not asked me. I would not come to you unless you're my client, and unless I'm working with you. For example, if I'm in sports and then I see my athletes taking or not taking certain foods, or rather they're not fueling properly, they're not hydrating properly as they're supposed to, then I'll come at them and be like, you need to take this and that. Or even my patients, when I see them not taking their food or doing taking their supplements or medication the way they're supposed to be taken, I'll come at you and be like, you need to do this and that. But otherwise, I just don't go anywhere and start telling people do this and don't do that. Okay, so that's what dietitians do. They just don't walk into a room and they're already giving advice to every Tom, Dick and Harry. Yeah, I have a few comments that I have them written down in my computer, and this is what I'm going to be sharing with you and giving you explanations on how sometimes we answer these questions, or for you to have a better understanding sometimes on some of these things that you ask. Okay, so the first one being, so you went to school to study about food only. How do I answer this one? I went to school to study about food. Yes, I went to school to study about food. I studied about food for 4 years, and I'm still studying about food. Yeah, I will continue studying about food for the rest of my life, because nutrition in itself, it is a continuous. Yeah, the education never stops. Yeah, and for you to remain relevant, you need to continue updating yourself by continue upgrading your nutrition knowledge here and there. There is what we call even CPD points. So you need to keep getting updated on your nutrition knowledge. So yes, I did nutrition 4 years, 4 years, 1 year of internship, did a board exam, got my license to practice. And while at it, I studied organic chemistry, biochemistry, microbiology, math, communication skills, yeah, human anatomy. So you can be sure I know how your body functions, and so many other units for the 4 good years. Okay, so and still learning never stops. I've done a lot of certifications since then. Okay, so yes, we went to school. I went to school to study about food and many other things. And the next one is so nutritionists, or rather, I thought nutritionists only take salads. First of all, taking salads only is boring. And if I were taking salads only, I would be dead by now. I would have withered away and died a long time ago. So no, I don't take salads only. Yeah, I take my carbs, I take my proteins, I take my vegetables and fruits. Yeah, and also my fats. I eat all that and take a lot of water. Okay, so I just don't take salads. Another one is they would ask, what do you think about the latest diet, the latest fad diet? It could be keto, intermittent fasting, Mediterranean diet, Atkins diet, detox diet, all those diets that you have come across. So some people just want to know, or rather to know what I think about those diets, which is okay. Yeah, they just want to know my opinion on some specific miraculous diet that is trending, and it's being pushed by your favorite influencer. Okay, so in this case, when you ask me such a question, I would kindly, or rather I would answer you like, for me as a dietitian, I only emphasize on a healthy, well-balanced diet in combination with regular physical exercise. And when I talk about healthy diet, I'm talking about you taking your carbs, your proteins, your fats, your fruits and vegetables, and take water. Okay, that is what I preach, that is what I tell people. Yeah, and my nutrition practice is based on evidence-based nutrition. Yeah, evidence-based in terms of researched and proven. Okay, so any other thing is just rumors. Okay, another thing is so what do I do to get this weight off? Yeah, and maybe at this time you are at a conference, food is being served at the buffet, and this person who is asking you this question went to the food aisle and picked all the food items that were at the buffet. Yeah, and then they're asking me, what do I do to keep my weight off? The answer is right on your plate. You have the answer. Okay, and on that same note, there's this type of people that let me call them the know-it-all. Already they have a predetermined opinion. They're already at it. Okay, and in this case, these are the people who already are already taking a certain kind of diet, or rather they're avoiding a specific food group. Maybe they're not taking their dairy, they're not taking their wheat, so they come at you like, I'm on this healthy diet and I already know, and I'm trying to lose weight, I've already lost some, da, 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 and so many other things that they say. So again, let me remind us that I don't give unsolicited advice. Okay, so I might listen to you until you finish. So unless you're coming at me and you're asking for my opinion, that is when I can be able to politely tell you the do's and the don'ts. But if you are this person who is asking me what do I think, then I'll tell you, you don't have to avoid your wheat, you don't have to avoid your dairy if you don't have sensitivity to these specific foods. Okay, if it is not giving you problems, if it's not giving you digestive issues, then you have no reason avoiding them. You can eat everything, yeah, but eat them in moderation. Yeah, that is what nutrition is. Not a punishment. It is not deprivation. Okay, it's not a punishment. So you're allowed to eat all these things as long as you do them in moderation and you take the recommended amounts. Yeah, there are these people who can genuinely ask, like, what is the worst food that someone can that someone can eat, or rather, what is the worst food? First of all, there's no good or bad food. Yeah, as a dietitian, that's what I'll tell you. There's no good or bad food as long as you're eating them in moderation. Yeah, eat more whole foods and limit processed foods. Take water, take your fruits, take your veggies. Okay, so if you must take junk food, you can have them every once in a while, but don't make it a habit. Okay, so that is a dietitian's motto. So those are some of the few comments that people make that came to mind real quick, and they are frequently asked questions and frequently made comments. So with that said, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.